What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of You Heard. I'm your host, Mike Bouch, and of course, I am joined by Brian Simmons.
So y'all,
We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Uh, so let's just get right into it. First things first,
Rest in peace,
All
Sucker
Star
Phil.
Weekend. Uh, you see Michael Parsons dominated.
celebrity game.
Hey, he was hooping out there. He could be a dual sport athlete. He could be the next Dion.
Nah, Puka Nakua was balling. He the one dunking on people.
It was funny because Puka Nakua started out horrible. I thought, at least for the first like quarter. I'm like, dude, what is he doing? But yeah, Michael Parsons was killing it. I knew he was gonna try to go for the. I think somebody
MVP.
was it. Somebody said that what's his face Stephen A. Smith wasn't gonna allow him to go off because Cowboys and stuff like that. So I knew he was gonna go off.
Yeah, they said he was gonna have a Metal World Peace checker.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of Metal World Peace, man, my boy is large. Like, like, whoa! Wow, surprised, very surprised.
You know how he calls what's he called? Sean Kemp, Sean Clump.
Yeah, for real, man. God, man, I was like, wow, okay.
Hell yeah.
But Stephen A did have a stacked team. I'm surprised they lost, but
Was it stacked
uh,
like that?
I mean, they had a few. They had more. I think they had more athletes than Shannon did, but. Yeah, so that was I think I usually like I said last week, I don't usually watch the celebrity game, but I think because it was Shannon and
Stephen A.
Stephen A. and of course Michael Parsons, I feel like I could tuned in more than
Of
normal.
course. My Cowboys.
uh so so that was Friday. Saturday, of course, that's I think probably I feel like people look forward to Saturday out of all three nights, but we had the 3-point contest,
That was the best thing all
dunk
weekend.
contest, huh?
That was the best thing all weekend.
The 3-point contest?
Yep.
It was actually. I would agree with that. Did you see oh yeah, so well yeah, shout out to Dame Milwaukee Bucks for winning that.
Hell yeah.
Uh I was not surprised. I figured one of the two, Malik Beasley or Dame was gonna be out in the first round. I was like, there's no way two Bucks are gonna be in the top three, but thank God Dame won it at the end there. Uh did you see the 3-point between Steph and Sabrina?
Yeah. That was
That
good.
was
That
dope.
was good. They said that was the. I heard that was like what the most viewed thing last that week whole weekend. 3-point
That's
contest.
I'm not surprised actually. I mean, it was of course being the first of its kind, for a WNBA NBA player to go head to head like that. But what I think, I mean, they were great. I don't want to say it stole the show, but a lot of people talking about Kenny Smith's comments about Sabrina, about saying how she should have shot from the women's line and all this and that and the other. And I don't know. I don't think like I don't know what if you saw anything on Twitter, but from what I was seeing, people were like really coming for him.
Yeah, because he shouldn't have said nothing. Except for that she did a great job. That's all he had to say.
True,
There should have been
true.
no other comments about where she should have shot, what kind of ball she used, none of that. All he should have said was she did a great job. It was great. She shot the same amount as, like you said, as Dane. She shot 26 points
Right.
from same distance. He proved
Yeah.
that if you can shoot no matter who you are. And that's all he had just needed to say. He shouldn't have said nothing else.
Agreed. But even though he
Ain't
said
no
something,
buts.
like it wasn't bad.
He shouldn't have
It
said
wasn't even
nothing else.
bad.
He
I
shouldn't have
think
said
Reggie
nothing else.
I blame Reggie because he's the one talking about I think he just said what he said. If Reggie wouldn't have been like, why are you trying to put boundaries on her and blah blah blah, this and that and the other, I don't think it made it a big deal. All
Me
he's
too.
saying that if Sabrina shot from the WNBA line, which she shoots all the time from, or not all the time, she does. I've seen her shots; she shoots way beyond the arc. But if she would have been able to be up, she would have beat Steph.
Probably.
And I get you probably say, people would say, so she beat Steph shooting from the women's line. Then of course you got those people who would say, well, she only won because she was shooting from the women's line. And I get that's
Yep.
probably why they didn't want to have that, but
Maybe
but
she
then
didn't
like
want to
Kenny
have
said,
that.
right. Then, but like Kenny said, why did they use a smaller ball? So it's truly not like there's always something.
Now you know what you're doing. You're sounding like Kenny Smith. No one gives a damn about that. She shot from where she shot. She proved she can shoot no matter what. She can shoot. That's all that matters.
Right.
He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have just been quiet. But
True.
she did
I
a great
agree.
job.
I agree. He could have just let it go. True.
All
Uh
that was unnecessary.
on that note, I heard that they or somebody had threw out there that next year they should have Steph and Dame versus Sabrina and Caitlin Clark. Like expand the whole 3-point women WNBA versus NBA 3-point thing.
They should do that. But I heard that he was gonna bring Clay out there.
Playtime. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I heard. But they she right, they should do Steph and Dame.
yeah, that'd be dope. Clay, I guess you got the Warriors, but I mean, if Sabrina and Caitlin Clark end up not being on the same team, I don't think you have to have, the
Oh
two
yeah, what if they do?
Warriors.
They could do
Yeah,
mixed.
yeah, true. Yeah, that would be interesting.
They could do like
So,
Sabrina or yeah, Sabrina and Steph versus
right. Oh,
Caitlin and
yeah,
Dame. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, a man and a woman and versus man. Yeah, I
yeah.
like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Somebody, I think it was Kenny said, let them shoot. Just put Sabrina in the real 3-point contest,
They should.
like with all the dudes. Just
Yeah,
let her
yeah, yeah.
compete with them.
From jump. Yeah,
Right, right. Because I wonder, yeah, the first round, it was four dudes who had 26, plus she had 26, so she would have for
yep.
sure
She
made
would.
at
Yeah,
least
she would have
that
made it.
tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That would have been interesting. Could you imagine, like, bro, the NBA dudes would have to been salty if they lost that. Their feelings had to have been hurt.
Bust their ass. She low key, she kind of did show that she could bust their ass, so they should be
Right.
scared.
Yep. For sure. uh, and then you had the dunk contest, and
Trash.
it was dude, it was garbage already. The dunks were you either had two types of dunks, I thought, going through your legs or jumping over somebody. Nobody else, I don't think, did anything different than one of those two dunks. They may have twisted it up a little bit, like Mac McClung when he threw the ball, like lobbed it to himself, but he still jumped over somebody.
Yeah.
But the judges made it worse. Like, bro, that dude from Indiana, the old Indiana Pacer dude, not Fred Jones, the other guy, I can't remember his name, Tillman or some shit like that. He was horrible. He gave that Mac McClung dunk, the first one, like a 46 or 47, but then Mac McClung's basic dunk at the end, he gave a 50. Like these dudes are senile. They got to get
Was it
new dudes in
attempts?
here,
Was it
huh?
because of the attempts?
That's what Reggie and them were saying, that it was because he didn't make it on his first one.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say they always
I
do.
don't.
They've always done that though. They've always deducted points if you couldn't do it on the first try. Because I think you have what 3 attempts, right?
Yeah, I
You get
think
three
yeah,
chances,
yeah,
and if you don't make it on your first try, they've always deducted points. But
yeah.
I did want to say that this one dude he suggested something that I think, and I thought this for a long time, for the last few years, that people have to face the facts on that maybe, just maybe, we've seen every dunk possible.
So
That there ain't nothing else that we can see.
I agree. I would agree with that. I mean, to this last year or just this past weekends, yeah. I mean, Mac McClung, have we seen that where he lobbed it up to himself in midair? But other than that, yeah, it's like I said, through the legs or you're dunking, and everybody dunked over Shaq except Jalen Brown when he dunked over that dude sitting in the chair. But
Yeah, the 2 feet tall dude. Yeah.
yeah,
That's what makes it worse. That's what makes his shit
right.
worse. But you know something that somebody hasn't done? They should
Hmm,
jump over like a Ford Explorer or something.
yeah,
Or a
like
Chevy Blazer. Like a truck.
like an
And I'm
SUV,
talking
yeah,
about the big ass part, not the little not the
right. Not
you
the
know what I mean?
hood, yeah,
Yeah, not the hood of it.
or the back part, yeah.
Exactly.
Um, I saw that too about someone saying, what if we just had seen every dunk there is? And that
Yeah.
may be true, but what about, I mean, okay, so if you're gonna bring out uh, a 360 through the leg, whatever windmill, right? That's a dunk we've already seen, right? Why
Yeah.
not bring out Vince Carter's dunk, when he put his arm in there, or some of those ones from 2000s that where when we can probably all agree that the dunk contest was at its peak, like reuse those because it's been, some of the kids like let's say Mason, has never seen those dunks live or on TV, right? Bring those out instead of doing the same old usual. I'm gonna dunk over Shaq, grab it out of his hands, and double pump.
Some of them probably can't do it. I mean, you have to think some of them are practicing whatever they're practicing. So
Yeah,
some of them might figure like, I can't do this one. I can only do this one. I'm gonna try this one, or you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
what they said is they're basically getting points and winning based off creativity.
yeah.
So if it ain't good, it ain't gonna work. So
True.
they got to come up with something better. But it's the dunk contest has gone downhill, not just because of the dunks, but because of who participates. I
That
mean, we don't
too.
have no stars anymore, thanks to
Right.
LeBron's scary ass. If he would have just got in the dunk contest years ago, like he should have, none of
He
this would
was
happen.
he was busy getting to the finals.
No, no, he wasn't.
LeBron is not at
He
blame
wasn't even
here.
in the playoffs as a rookie.
You know,
He was watching.
you know who's to blame? Us. Me,
What?
you, TNT, ESPN, everybody else.
For what?
Because, and I'll tell you why. Jaylen Brown, when he dunked, granted, Jaylen Brown's dunk when he tried to do the D Brown thing was trash. He dabbed afterwards. He didn't do D Brown's dunk. He literally made the dunk, was on his feet, and then put his arms over. That's a dab. It was trash. I'm not gonna lie and say it's not. But you saw social media grilling his ass right afterwards.
Yes, they should.
Okay. And so that shit lives on forever. They're still talking about it. I bet you can still find a tweet that was composed in the last 24 hours that talk about how and throw him on a meme. Then you got, and I know you've seen it because on TNT, the halftime show, the pregame show, when they pull up people's tweets, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show those. So like it's not just the player. Like this is why they don't want to do it. They don't want to be a meme. Kevin
Oh,
Durant
you're saying
will
they're afraid.
not want
So
to be a meme.
you're saying that they're afraid of failing, but everyone is a
Exactly.
meme anyway. There are memes of everyone, just like you said of Jaylen Brown. There's memes of LeBron. There's memes of Kevin Durant. Remember
Right.
the one of when he got his MVP speech when his
Oh,
heartfelt
when
speech
he's
he gave to his
crying.
mom. He's still a meme.
Yeah, I
Everyone
know.
is a
I
meme. It doesn't. I mean, you're not just because they don't do the dunk contest. I mean, you're not gonna be a meme.
I get it, but that's exactly why we'll also not have those one-on-ones that people say. We should just have one-on-one competitions
Yes,
for.
they should. 1-on-ones, 2-on-2s. They should do 1-on-ones. LeBron don't want that to
Right.
happen either.
That would be dope. I
Exposed.
I mean, I think it's so I think it'd be cool to do two-on-twos. Then if you lose, you can kind of blame someone else.
No, they need one on
It's
ones. Have you seen those 1-on-ones that they do during the Olympics?
yeah, just like in practices and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
Them
Like I
them
saw a few
cold.
with Kyrie and Kobe and stuff like that.
Them cold. They
Um,
need to do those.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, nobody
What is
want.
it? I
I
think
don't.
they said
That's why
five
I think.
dribbles. 3 to 5
Oh
dribbles.
yeah,
That's all it
yeah, where
is.
you
They do
have
three
to
to
get to
five
the
dribbles,
basket.
yep, and then it's over.
Yep, I like that. Dude, we be doing that in practice with the kids, with Mason and them. Like, you got three dribbles to make a bucket, and that shit is entertaining. I mean, they're just kids, but yeah, I think that'd be great. But yes, so that's my stance. It's not LeBron's fault. It'll never be his fault. Just because he didn't want to do it, there's plenty other people who could have done it.
Who that was a star, supposedly the biggest star in the 2000s, didn't do it, but him. Kobe did it. Vince did it. Jason Richardson did it. Jason Richardson was awesome.
Right. But look, those aren't okay. Jason
He
Richardson is
does
not a
it in the
star.
layup line during the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Have you? No, I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Did you see his high school dunk contest?
No, I don't think so.
Watch it. If you watch it, you'll see why he didn't do it. Because he knew he was gonna lose. Watch his high school dunk contest. I'm serious, because I watched it. That's literally the only thing I want. Because I wanted to see it. Watch it.
So he's calculated. That's all.
Coward. He said coward wrong. I'm sorry. Trying to correct you here. Clearly mumbling.
Uh,
Don't throw
I
the
don't
word
know.
coward. It's the
I
word you're
don't
looking for.
think it's his fault. You don't. Aaron Gordon, Zach Levine showed
They
whenever
saved
that
it.
was, 2019 or
16, I think.
2018, whatever it was.
Wasn't it 16, I thought?
something like that. They showed you don't need those stars. You don't need Brian. You don't need KD. You don't need them to do it. You just need the B players. You don't need A players.
Bro, you're not even getting the B players though. We're getting the E, F,
Right.
G players,
Well,
literally G
right.
League players.
And hopefully Jalen Brown's dunk contest participation said, look, it's okay for the B players. It's okay for those guys to join the competition. So what? You're gonna be a meme, but you're nothing anyway.
You know who needs to get it? Anthony Edwards, John Morant. They need to get in it. They should have been in it too. But
I
you
would
know why they're
agree.
not? Because LeBron said, "Oh, we don't have to do that because I don't. I'm afraid of losing to some regular Joe that I know can dunk better than me. But I'm LeBron. I don't want to be the only guy that ever lost because
I
Jordan,
mean,
Kobe, and everyone else won. Oh no, it can't be me. No, that's
could
what
you
it would be.
imagine? Could
That
you
would be
imagine if LeBron lost to Mac McClung?
yeah.
The world would have a field day, and I am not blaming LeBron for
The world
avoiding
would
that
have a field day.
nonsense.
Man, he better suck it up and get out there. He be doing that all that bull during the warm ups. He can do it during the thing. He go to the dunk contest. Stop being scared. Ain't nothing
Actually, you
wrong
know
with it.
what? If he joined, I guarantee he'd get some 50s.
I'm not. So this is my thing.
So it wouldn't even be fair.
So I think he's truly afraid of losing.
Hmm.
I also believe that, like what you said, it's possible also that he could get some 50s. But if you watch, like I told you, his high school, if you watch his high school dunk contest, you'll see why he don't want to do it. Look it up. YouTube that stuff. I guarantee you it's on there. You'll see
Well,
why. Because
all
it was
right.
some terrible dunks. He won though. But that was only because he
Oh,
made his dunks.
well, see, there you
There's
go.
nothing, there was nothing creative about it. I'm talking about you're just looking like you could go fall asleep watching that.
um, all right.
Not for the
Well,
anticipation of maybe he's gonna do something great. Wait, no, what is that?
I'll check it out. I'll check it out then. But shout out to LeBron. He doesn't have to do it anyway.
Oh yeah, we know.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're taking a break. When we come back, got some more NBA stuff. We'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the Bucks. Uh I saw this on the internet. Somebody just literally just said, "What's going on with the Bucks?" So I was reading some of those comments, and man, this dude posted a thread of how Brook Lopez, how he thinks Brook Lopez hates Damian Lillard.
Why?
So it all started, I guess, back when I don't know what game it was, but the Bucks were playing the Kings, and they were down two or something like that with I don't know 10 seconds left or whatever. Brook Lopez inbounds the ball to Dame, and Brook Lopez is like this the entire way, following Dame, like looking for him to pass the ball. Dame, of course, doesn't pass the ball, shoots a three at the buzzer. The Bucks win the game. Everybody jumps on Dame and blah blah, the whole game winner thing, right? Except Brook Lopez. He just walks off.
For real?
Yep. Later on, they said that he did come back to the group to celebrate. That he says he was just in shock, but I don't know. You can take that how you want. Then Brook Lopez took that game-winning three-pointer in Portland. He didn't
Uh-huh.
pass it to Dame, who was wide open for the three. So he could have won that game. He stole it from Dame. People were like, "Oh, that's his game back in Portland." Blah blah. You don't do that. I didn't hear anything.
Did Brooke
In
make the
justification.
three?
Brook, no, he missed it. They
They
lost. The Bucks
lost. That's the
lost.
guy. Yeah.
Yep. And then just recently, who did they just play? Uh,
Memphis.
yeah, Memphis. And Bucks had the ball down one or down two, and Dame's dribbling up, and Brook Lopez gets in his way, and Dame loses the ball, has to chuck up a half court shot. Of course, it doesn't go in, and they lose.
So
So,
you think he intentionally
so
sabotaged?
all these, yeah. So all
But
these
he's
things.
sabotaging himself too.
I know, and that's what people are like, dude. You got to be crazy to think that Brook doesn't want to win.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It does make a compelling argument, though. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't never heard this.
And then
I
you
don't know.
got yes or Sunday, remember Shaq was telling Dame, you and Giannis gotta talk to these people and grab
Yeah,
him by the neck and tell him blah blah whatever. And so then that came out. I'm like, dang, you think he was trying to imply that talking to Brooke?
I don't think that's. I think that is about the whole team because that
Mm,
Memphis loss was terrible because they started two dudes on 10 days
yeah,
and they lost.
yeah,
That's not a
that
good look.
was right.
And I
Like,
believe, and Doc said some of them was already in Cabo mentally.
oh yeah, I saw that. Yep,
So, I mean, that probably was part of it, but at the same time, Giannis and Dame got to get a handle on things.
right, exactly. I mean, Shaq was right. If this shit don't work out, it's not no one's gonna say, "Oh, it's because Brooke didn't play well this year,"
Yep,
or because Jay Crowder. It's gonna come back no matter how good Dame and Giannis play. It's gonna
yep,
come back on them. And on
exactly.
top of it, Dame's not playing well to begin with, so of course it's definitely gonna come back on him.
Yeah, yeah. But they
So
said that they're not. Some people said I saw somebody say that Giannis need to lay off and let Dame take the reins.
yeah, I
That's what I've been
agree.
seeing. Some people say they're saying that Giannis needs to back off a little bit and let Dame take over. They
Yeah.
need to do this. I don't understand why they two-man game ain't clicking like it's supposed to.
Mm, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy how you see Dame, whatever. I know, of course, it's the All-Star game. There's no defense, but like how he just, I don't know. It's just seeing him on the court at the All-Star game is just a lot different. And of course, like I said, I know it's a lot different because it is the All-Star game, but like he can make these shots. Like you said, I think Giannis has to kind of like take that 1B role sometimes.
Yeah,
You don't have to be the ball handler all the time. You don't have, what I'm saying? The offense doesn't always have to run through you every single play
yeah,
or even every game. Like take the whole game and be, the Robin to Dame's Batman. I mean, just see what it's like. I mean, everybody's like, why isn't got in Portland? Why isn't Portland Dame here and blah blah. But it's like I'm like, well, I mean, one, the Portland Dame is not Milwaukee Dame. Milwaukee Dame has tons of, at least a player that he never had in Portland. So of course he's not going to be that ball dominant player. He's going to look for Giannis.
yeah, yeah. You can't expect They can't expect him to be who he was in Portland. It's
Right.
totally different, and they gotta find their way. It's just that they gotta find their way a lot faster than they are. And you got to
Uh-huh.
think too that they did. I mean, I seen Giannis say this too. This is his fourth coach this year,
Yeah. Right.
so everybody's gotta chill out.
Yeah. It's all adjusting.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I expect the championship this year, but
Yeah.
you still have to temper the. I mean, but their defense has improved. Everyone's saying even with all these losses, their defense has gotten a lot better.
It has.
But now their
Yeah.
offense is suffering. That's the problem. Now they
Yeah.
can't. It's like they can't score. Like they
Right.
said, their defense has improved. I think it jumped to it's like middle of the pack now because it was like in the bottom or the low 20s or something, and
Oh.
now it's in the teens.
Yep.
So it's gotten better, but their offense has gotten worse. So
Yeah.
they got to find their way. Dame and Giannis need to figure out that two-man game, talk about it, you know, and define everyone's role on the team.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, this weekend or whatever, I don't know when they leave for Indianapolis, but hopefully this weekend, this long weekend alone, like away from the team, is just them two, maybe Doc, that kind of thing. Hopefully they kind of hung out or some shit like that to,
Yeah, figure it out.
yeah, like even like time away type shit. It's like I think like they're the parents and then the rest of the team is the kids. So like the parents and shit need to get away too.
Yeah,
Like just kind of focus on each other and shit. And I mean, it's got to work out. So I'm hopeful because I mean when we won the championship, it's not like I didn't expect us to win. Right, going into that season, I think we were the third seed, and of course you have Boston, or I mean not Boston, uh Brooklyn. So hopefully it's like one of those where it's like you're not really expecting it, because we played so poorly in the season that maybe they just somehow,
oh, Portland, we were the third seed. We were the
yeah.
third seed. I thought we were like second.
No, I think we were third because it was Philly and then Brooklyn, then us.
Or was Boston? Oh yeah, that was when Boston had
That was
Kyrie. That's right.
yeah,
Forgot.
yeah.
Right.
But and I say poorly, not poorly, but we didn't run away with the East like we did, in
Yeah.
2019 against Toronto and in the bubble against Miami. Um, so I don't know. Hopefully it's some shit like that where we'll be surprised, like, oh shit, we finally turned it on and it's playoff time, something like that. Um, but although they do say the haters of Dame will say like he actually gets worse in the playoffs, I've heard. But oh no, we'll see. I'm just saying what I heard. They say that his numbers go down once playoff time starts. So I don't know. Speaking of numbers, though, Mr. Bobby Portis lover.
Oh. Before you
Somebody.
try to slander Bobby Portis, I just want to ask one question.
Yep.
When's the last time Chris Middleton played a game?
He's 50.
No. I said, when's the last time he played a game? Because I didn't hear no date in what you were about to say. When's the last time he played in a game?
I can't remember.
Okay, then.
But we're saving him. We're saving him for the playoffs.
He's damn sure saving him checks up. That's for damn sure.
True. He's getting saved for the playoffs. So when Giannis can't hit a shot and they put the fence up on him, he can pull up from mid-range like an assassin.
Like an assassin. Like assassinated his motherfucking knees.
So Chris Middleton can turn into playoff Kobe hitting these fadeaway mid-rangers.
Oh my god.
Just like he did against Atlanta when Giannis wanted to act like he was hurt.
He was hurt. He had a high ankle sprain.
All I know is Middleton carried us to the finals that series, and he damn near did it against Brooklyn because KD even said that they had to guard Chris Middleton.
Who scored all the buckets in overtime?
I'm not sure. I just remember what. I just remember what KD said. That's all.
No. Who scored all the points in overtime?
Probably PJ Tucker. I don't even remember.
Oh
honestly.
Oh my god. All right, whatever, dude.
Bobby Portis. My boy Bobby Portis. Look at these numbers. So I ain't gonna lie, I stole this from somebody on Twitter.
Clearly you did, because you don't know what these are. I know you don't.
I do know. This is their plus minus. This is the team's plus net rating, which is offensive and defensive, subtracted each other. So their net rating, basically how well they play with Bobby on the court on the right and without him on the left. Look at those numbers just of the four. Brooke, Giannis, Damon, and Chris.
Why is Chris on here? He doesn't play enough games for this to qualify.
Because he's in here.
Isn't there like a minimum of 5 games at least or something? He shouldn't be on here.
And coincidentally, actually, no, I thought it was the biggest. I think Giannis
coincidentally,
is the
biggest. His net rating is positive for Chris Middleton because I see this on your little net. You probably didn't look clearly at this before you decided to post this little thing up. You didn't notice this part, huh? Because it's so positive with Chris on the floor with him.
So as you can see, my boy Bobby Portis is it's just disgusting.
He's plus with Giannis too.
By .68 is barely anything.
He's only negative with Dame and Brooke. Literally. Yeah.
But look at the positive. Look at Giannis goes from a .68 to 10, literally just by Bobby Portis not being on the court. I think somebody should take out Bobby's knees and see what happens. Somebody was joking around. They said Bobby Portis needs to play the role of Dante DiVincenzo in the championship run. And as you remember, Dante was injured the entire playoffs. So
Bruh,
I think
awesome. Y'all are haters.
Yep, show am. And it gets worse when you pull up Pat Connaughton's. They're almost identical. The numbers go down when Pat Connaughton's on the floor.
How come you didn't show Jay Crowder's? He's negative 18. His net rating.
Yeah, with him on the court. Look at negative 18 with Bobby Portis on the court. When Bobby Portis leaves, where is Jay Crowder? Up to 1.92.
Well, him and Marcus Bolden together are gold.
I'm
Don't
just
look at
saying,
the right one.
Bobby's got to go. It's just not good. He's not helping the feng shui of the team.
Wait. The right is with him on the court.
Yep, when Bobby's on the court, those are the ratings for all the players.
So when he's on the court, all of their defensive ratings go up.
That's
except
fine.
for Giannis. Except for Giannis.
Because Bobby's, I think that's probably
Actually,
because
no. Wait. Yeah.
I think that's probably because Bobby's too busy taking up all the shots, going greedy, and they got to get back on defense right away. That's just my opinion.
They play way better defense with him on the court, though. They're better defensively with him on the court. Everyone is.
So if Bobby wants to just play a defensive role, I'll be fine with that.
Literally everyone's defensive rating goes up with him on the court.
A touch pass.
He's the reason their defense goes up.
The ball should come to Bobby and he should pass it right away. Don't even dribble anymore. I'll be fine with that.
Oh my God, hater.
Yep. I'm just saying. Those are the numbers. These are analytics. This is what the NBA wants you to start looking at. So
yeah, that's why they don't know nothing. Analytics. It's my analytics.
It is analytics. You got to look at beyond the box score, beyond Bobby's little 30 points per game or whatever it is. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. We care about the analytics that say the team is better.
Analytics don't know nothing.
I don't know.
Your analytics say the mid range ain't no good.
unless you're Chris Middleton.
They don't know.
Unless you're an assassin like Middleton.
What assassin? Assassins play games. They don't watch.
True. I think he should be. I haven't even actually heard any news about Middleton, like when he's coming back, actually.
Why?
That's fine.
They don't want y'all to know he's still on the team, stealing money. He's a secret.
Well, that's fine. You'll be upset when his number 22 gets retired up there at Fiserv.
He gets retired, I'm sure finna write a nasty email.
Dear Mr. Bucks owner.
Show him. That's exactly what it's gonna say too.
He is. I mean, granted, it's the Bucks, so the record books are not like LA or Chicago, but Middleton's up there on a lot of these stats, on a lot of these records.
I've seen some of them. That's how you know the Bucks are. Giannis is damn near the best Buck in the NBA in Buck history. So
I know that's
no matter
crazy.
what he does, he's unflappable.
Yep. Staying on the Bucks, did you see? So I think we talked about it yesterday or whenever that was. Dame listing off his starting 5 NBA players.
Yep.
So allegedly, I didn't see it. I saw the video floating around, but I didn't think it was in there. But supposedly, the kid or whoever asked him that question said, besides Giannis, who's in your top 5? And that's why he left him off. I didn't see that part or hear it, but that's what my source told me this morning. And that source is Liz. But anyways, that's what she said. She's like, did you see that? Because I told her yesterday. Because that shit pissed me off. Like, the Bucks, I feel like, well, Giannis, I know, says some shit that I'm like, dude, why did you say this? And Doc Rivers, ever since he been here, talking about, oh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. I wish I would have started after the All-Star game. Like, bro, y'all could just be quiet. You don't have to say anything.
Well, so they're asking them. So listen, they got to understand. They're being honest and candid, for one.
Yeah.
And that's what people ask for, and they say they want from from the players, and that when they ask them questions. For 2, I did see a report also that Doc turned down 2 other jobs.
Oh, really?
Yes. He
Damn.
turned down two other people. 2 other teams contacted him to take up coaching, and he told them no because he said he was hell bent on taking a year off.
Damn.
But he took this job for what it was because of where it was.
Yeah.
So that obviously means something because he probably saw the potential.
Right.
Now, what did Giannis say that you didn't like?
Oh, just about his comments with the whole before he signed, just the comments in the public about how we're gonna win before I sign anything, or making those comments about things like that, where and it doesn't bother me that he says I want us to commit to winning before I sign long term. But on the flip side of that coin, he's always like, I'll never leave Milwaukee. I'm loyal and blah blah blah. Loyalty in my DNA. Like you can't say both, bro. Like either you're LeBron and you're gonna run the team, be GM, and that means coach. And when your coach gets fired, Adrian Griffin, you take some of the blame and not say, "Oh, I didn't know anything about it," or you're gonna say,
Why? That's
"I'm
what
loyal
LeBron
to."
says.
Huh?
That's what LeBron says.
Oh,
See, like,
no.
oh, now you're flustered.
But
Now you're
everybody
flustered.
knows. Everybody
No,
knows it's
I
your
don't care about that.
GM.
You said he's doing just like you said. He's doing what LeBron does. Every time the coach gets, oh, did he? Think you saw him goodbye? You told him when he walked out the locker room. What you talking about? You ain't know. You saw him with a little box walking out of there. He
Oh,
playing the role just like LeBron does. So I was with you up until you tried to act like LeBron don't do that. I agree with you.
okay.
He should take the blame and the brunt and stuff. Like if he told them to go ahead and ship out Drew and bring Dame here, he should take the blame for that. If he told them to fire Adrian Griffin and bring Doc in here, he should take the blame for that. My issue with you is that you try to act like LeBron. Just like, oh yeah, I did that. Da, da, da. He don't do that. He's playing the role like every other superstar does. They all act like they don't know and they're oblivious to it. That's what everyone does. There's
Fine.
never been a superstar that has that power that says, "Yeah, I told him to fire dude." That ain't never happened.
Okay, fine. But maybe it's just then LeBron or KD or whoever, they don't also preach about how loyal they are,
That part is true. But
like Giannis
but I'm
will.
gonna tell you this: those two can't say that. He can say that. He
Hmm.
never left. Those two ran to other places.
True.
Giannis has never left, so he can say that. He ain't been nowhere but Milwaukee. This all he. Well, I shouldn't say this all he know, but technically
Right.
speaking, NBA world, this all he know. The other
Right.
two, they've been passed around. But I mean, you just they can he can say that.
Yeah.
Y'all have there's no evidence to the contrary that he ain't loyal.
Right.
Those two, they can never say that. That's why they never use those words.
Right. Agreed. I agree. I don't know. But yeah, I thought so. And so that's why I think so. I don't know. But that's allegedly what they as Dame minus Giannis. That's who he picked. So who knows if that's true? I gotta look it up. I gotta see if that's true or not.
At least I got to check some
But
background.
yep, gotta do some background because I just found out today. So we'll see. But somebody also said, what if Dame did that to recruit Bam? Because allegedly Giannis and Bam had been hanging out all weekend for All-Star weekend. Like they were together for the
Recruiting for what?
I know I saw for sure for Saturday night they were together.
I understand it, but recruiting for what?
I don't know. I mean,
To come to the Bucks?
yeah.
Why?
Why what?
Why would they do that?
We don't want him?
For what?
Well, I think it's more of I would want him in the sense that it takes away a piece from,
Miami?
and I don't care how bad Miami is, I would still say they got our number, no matter how bad they are,
So
but it takes away
this
that
is
piece.
this is how I feel about what you're saying about Bam. I don't think that helps the Bucks in any way
Even
because even if you're talking about, I understand what you're saying. Even about you're talking about weakening Miami. Okay,
right.
I get what you're saying in that aspect. No, because that also weakens us because we got to give up something to get them.
Let's say we had to give up Brooke.
That's a terrible thing because Brooks helps our spacing.
Mm,
Bam can't hit
mm,
threes. Bam's
mm,
smaller than Giannis. He can't, and we already saw him against Jokic. That don't work.
right. True. Yeah, I get
So
what you're saying.
there's no purpose for us to get him. Even against Porzingis, I doubt that'll work
Yeah.
because they're all bigger than him. We need Brook, and if
Mm,
not Brook, somebody the same height, size, and skill set.
right.
So
Right.
that helps us none, except for like you're saying, weakening him. But then we're losing something.
Right. Yeah. True.
So at the end of the day, they need to grow up and be able to beat Miami like they did before. It's happened.
Hmm.
They can do it again.
Right. Yeah. Unless we can somehow trade Pat Connaughton for him.
The
But
salaries ain't
actually,
nowhere near.
so I don't know. I thought it was interesting. You're right. Now that we think about it, I mean, it doesn't really do much. I mean, depending on who they give up, which I'm assuming they'd have to, it would start with Brooke or
Well, they get
Bobby.
up Chris from. Wait, what is that face you're making?
Chris ain't going nowhere.
I just said they can go up Chris from. Wait, Bam plays. I don't know what you're talking about. He's
Only
on the floor.
only way I'm trading Chris is if I get somebody a superstar, an all-star back, because that's what Chris is. An all-star. Multiple time all-star, by the way. Multiple.
Twice, 2 times,
Was it
multiple
only two?
times.
I thought it was three.
Was it?
I don't know. Either way, he's an all-star, and when I play with him in 2K, he makes the all-star team every time. Every time,
Oh
all-star.
my god, that's you probably got
Boy
on
be
easy
dropping
mode. You got on
35 a
easy
night.
mode. You got on easy mode.
No, semi-pro.
That's, oh, one step up, my man. Put no Hall of Fame and then talk to me.
Oh man. All right. Last comments on the Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Let's go. All right, we're gonna take a real short break. We'll be back. Switch it to talk about some NFL stuff. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. Switching topics, we're gonna jump to the NFL. A few things popped up over the last week or so. First thing that came out, I think this past weekend they announced the finalists for the Hall of Fame for 2025 Hall of Fame. Uh, Honestly, it doesn't look like. I mean, of course, there's some dudes on here, but you see any first ballot Hall of Famers here?
First ballot.
Yeah,
Talib, T Sizzle,
that's who I
Kuechly,
was thinking too. And who?
Luke Kuechly, top
Yeah,
rapper.
that I was thinking Suggs and Luke also. I mean, Eli does have 2 rings, but that's literally it.
What, you don't think Talib is the first ballot? He's snatching chains. What is you doing?
I
He
mean,
got 2 Super Bowls. He got more Super. He got the same amount of Super Bowls as Eli.
was they both in
Actually,
Denver?
I think he got 3. Take that back. I think he got 3. No, he got 1 in Denver, 1 in New England.
Oh yeah, forgot about New England. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
What?
I mean, uh, yeah.
Probably Yonda too. Marshall Yonda too.
I don't even know who the hell that is. I
Bottom
saw that and I was
bottom
like, who
right
the hell is that?
offensive lineman.
Hmm. They should honestly, but I mean, he's not gonna be it. But they should give it to Beast Mode. Let him be in right away. Could you imagine his Hall of Fame speech?
Who?
That shit would be comical.
Beast mode.
Hmm. He should bust out. I'm just here so I won't get fined in his
Yeah, his.
Hall of Fame speech.
So for me, that wise, Marshawn probably ain't a first ballot. But for me, personality wise, who he is, he a
Hmm.
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Hmm. For sure.
His character
Yeah.
and everything, he cool. He cold.
Right. And I think he's one of those dudes that, like, yeah, like you said, stat wise, he wasn't like his numbers don't jump off the page, but like I feel like a lot of people, non NFL fans, know who he is, and I think
Who
there should be
Marshawn?
some kind, yeah, like people who don't religiously watch the NFL
Oh,
know
yeah.
him, and I think, and I don't know if maybe you take that into account, maybe you don't, I don't know, but I mean, he had some very like plays and moments that they still show, in commercials or in highlight packages and stuff like that. They still talk
Yeah,
about stuff like that.
they still do show the Beastquake.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, other than that, I think, like I said, Keekly and Suggs. It's crazy because Keekly retired so early. I feel like,
Yeah, he was an all pro almost every year. He was
right,
in the league. I think he only missed
yeah,
like 1.
yeah. So, I don't think that's a negative thing for him though, like retiring early. But so yeah, I don't know. Uh, Eli Manning though, that's crazy. If he didn't
You
win
really
two
don't
rings,
want
would
him in
even
here, do you?
if well, because if he didn't win those two rings, he wouldn't even be up here,
No, he wouldn't.
right?
Yep, 1000% agree. Only reason he's
Which
up there is because he beat Tom Brady twice in
yeah,
the most important game in the NFL.
damn. Which sucks because then I know Tony Romo's not gonna be up here.
Of course not. Why would he get in the hall? What did he do?
I mean, he's got numbers. He just don't got the hardware.
No, he don't. I don't even think his numbers are better than Donovan's. Yeah, think about it. His
Maybe.
numbers aren't better than Donovan's. They're not.
Probably not. Is Donovan in the Hall of Fame?
No,
Oh, okay. Damn, that's crazy.
that's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you he's not.
And he
Because
actually made
Donovan's
it to
not.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Donovan made it to the Super Bowl, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. He made it, lost, been to what 5 NFC championship games.
Yeah.
He's got. Donovan has an argument.
Right. True. Uh-huh.
You know, like how we talking about Eli without the Super Bowls, Eli don't ain't getting in.
Right. Yep.
But Donovan has an argument without Super Bowls to get in because of his numbers, his winning
Yeah.
percent, his winning percentage and all of that.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that was I mean, that's whole stretch from what was it like 99 to 2006 or whatever. Feel
Yeah,
like they
something
were
like that.
always in the
And they went to
conference.
what I think five championship games,
Yeah.
5 straight. I think.
Damn. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so I guess and there's a limit though too, right? You can't after so many, years, you're not eligible anymore, right?
I believe so.
So,
And I
yeah.
remember I heard him talking about that one, saying that he should get in.
For real?
Yeah, he was saying he should get in.
Oh, he said he should get in.
But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, like you said, he does have an argument. It's just without I think it's
he ain't got.
without
Yeah,
the
he has
hardware,
nothing. Yeah,
it's
he don't have
very
no
hard to.
MVPs or Super Bowls to get in.
Yeah. Yeah. And that too, like we just said, those whatever 5, 6 years of whatever it was of him dominating the NFC. No MVPs or anything like that. I don't even think he won Offensive Player of the Year at all.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So
Yeah.
that's interesting because because now I feel like if he played in this eight, like now, I think he could
Oh
probably win
yeah.
an MVP for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it'll be interesting. I don't even know when they announced the who got in. But I mean, because you got these what 8 guy or 12 dudes
So yeah.
plus people who have been waiting, so it just won't be these dudes, right?
Yeah. No.
So
Plus, yeah, these are just the guys that are up this year, I believe.
yep, yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. Speaking of Hall of Famers or maybe a future Hall of Famer, Justin Jefferson was in the news, or really the Vikings, talking about that they don't want to give him anything beyond the first year guaranteed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bad,
They gonna lose him.
right? That is crazy, dude. Like I can't even wrap my head around why not.
Probably because they're not winning. I would assume.
I should have looked it up. I wonder what their record was after Kirk left or got hurt last year.
I forgot they won like 2 or 3
But
games at
but actually
worst.
also he was hurt too though,
Who?
Justin
Yeah, Jefferson was out
Jefferson.
too. Yeah,
So
he came back like the last 3 games. I know I had him in fantasy, one of my leagues.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, he
what?
yeah. So yeah, both of them were out technically for a
Right. And
while.
when he was out though, now that I think more about this, and this is not to justify them not giving it to him, but now that I think more about this, I think they were still winning without him, weren't they?
So yeah, they won 3 games. So this is how it went. Honestly, they were losing with him,
Yeah.
and they started winning without him. And
Yeah.
then when he came back, I don't think they won a game when he came back either. Maybe one game, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I think he
Because
only
that
came back
was
for 3 games.
right. And that was after Kirk was gone already,
Yeah,
was
but
hurt.
Kirk was already gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing with that. They did look. The offense looked more unpredictable without him.
Hmm. Yep.
But you have to think too that when he's there, he's double, sometimes triple covered,
Right. Right.
which will make it easier for people like Addison to get the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I don't know.
Mhm.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. And I guess it's not like they're saying we're not going to give him a long-term deal. It's just the guaranteed money that they're saying, right? After the
Yeah,
first year. So,
but that's the thing. You gotta wonder. That means he's banking after the first year. He's got to bank on his health. He ain't going for that.
right.
He shouldn't
Right.
if he's smart.
Right.
Look what just happened.
That's true. And I don't know. Even though I think this is his first, well, he's so young, so it's not, unrealistic, but I think this is his first time missing time for injury.
Yeah, I think so.
So not to say that he won't get injured again, but I mean, yeah, it's the NFL. You literally never. I mean, dude literally got injured. Who was that in the Super Bowl running onto the field? So like
Oh
you
yeah,
literally can
Dre
get injured,
Greenlaw. Yeah,
and
he
yeah,
tore
yeah,
his Achilles doing that.
yeah. So yeah, that's some shit. I think they will lose him if they fool around like that. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Hopefully, hopefully the Cowboys pick him up if you do. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that whole
Cowboys
thing
pick up
shakes
who?
out. Justin Jefferson,
Y'all don't got no money,
we're gonna find a way.
bro. Y'all don't have no money,
We're gonna find a way, and I hope we get Jair Alexander too while we at it.
bro. Y'all don't have any money.
Somehow, Jerry's rich.
Y'all don't have any money.
We can somehow make it work. I don't know how. That salary cap math is
You know
pretty
what?
hard,
You know what
but
amazes
we
me?
gonna make it work.
How many All Pros did y'all have?
Do you know the answer? Because I don't know the answer.
No, I don't. I'm asking you.
I don't think we had many.
How many All Pros?
Yeah.
I looked up the Niners and I was surprised how many they had. Because when people were saying how when Cam said that Brock Purdy was the 10th best player on his team,
Oh
they
yeah.
had like 9 All Pros.
For real? And he
Yeah.
wasn't one of them?
No. So
Obviously, yeah. I'm assuming. Yeah.
no. So
Dang, that's crazy. Um, I don't even know if we had, and I know these are totally different, but I don't even know we didn't have many Pro Bowlers even this year. Not like usual anyway. But either way, we're gonna revamp and we're gonna get. I don't know how they're gonna get money, but
okay,
Jerry's
Sal,
got it.
you had 9 players,
In the All Pro.
All Pro,
Damn,
and y'all couldn't beat the Packers.
that's it for this week, y'all. No.
9, and they didn't have one. Bet you. I don't know that they didn't have one, but I doubt they did.
They, yeah.
You had 9
I don't think they did
on
actually
one of the
because I
two
know
teams.
some Packer fans was salty about not having, or was it Pro Bowlers? One of the two. So I don't. If they did, they didn't have maybe one. But that's sad. I wonder if Mike McCarthy beaten every other team except the Packers?
Maybe.
Maybe he doesn't want to beat them, and maybe that's why he lets them win. Hey, that's
You want to hear
crazy.
it?
What do they
This
got?
is how I know because Lamar is on one team on the first team All Pro, and it's going back to the Niners, but Lamar is on the first team All Pro and Dak's on the second team All Pro. So your quarterback was on the second team All Pro.
Dang.
So
So
just
they
so you
better
know.
put some
So
respect when I say he's an MVP candidate.
no, you put some respect on Cam when he say he know what the fuck he talking about. When he say even when he's saying outlandish ass shit, but he got 9 teammates on All Pro team, but he ain't on there. Make that make
That's
sense.
true.
And all y'all talking shit about Cam. But anyway, the Cowboys said CeeDee Lamb, Deron Bland, Zach Martin, and Brandon Arbery on the first team. Dak,
Okay.
Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Micah Parsons, and Brian Anger were on the second team.
Damn. That's
So,
wild.
go.
I'm telling you, it's Mike McCarthy's fault. There's
How?
no way. There's no way we should have all that talent and not win. That's coaching.
So you
Does
saying it's Mike McCarthy's fault? Let me tell you whose
yep?
fault it is, bruh. It's all y'all's fault. The whole team.
How did we get from? All right, how many did the Packers have? Did it say?
Oh, let me look. Let me look.
Because if they got less than 10, fire McCarthy right now. I mean, if they got less than, I'm sorry, I know they got less than 10.
I was gonna say, you know, they got less than 10.
If they got less than one, I mean, fire McCarthy right now. Call up Jerry. We need to call him up right now and tell him, hey, it was 9 All Pros to none, and you still lost. And not you didn't lose. We got our ass whooped.
Oh, did. Oh, Jair Alexander.
That was it.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, hopefully he's a Cowboy next season anyway, because I know they finna let him go. That's wild. 9-1. Well, sad. Didn't even take him to overtime. Like it was over by the first quarter, bro. It was sad.
I know. I watched it. I think that.
Speaking
I
of
don't understand
OT,
y'all.
speaking of OT, I see people are still talking about, and it was crazy because they fired the defensive coordinator too. But are you taking the ball in OT or are you kicking it first?
Kicking it in the
Why?
playoffs.
Both.
So in the playoffs, I'm kicking it.
Why? Okay, I can see it a little bit more because you guaranteed the ball back, right?
Yeah.
Because they
And I know
changed
what I
it.
need.
Even if you scored a touchdown, you still get a chance with the ball, right?
Yeah.
Because remember, it was like a field goal. If you get a field goal, then you have a chance. But if you give up a touchdown, then you don't get it back. That's the regular seasons, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then in the playoffs, you both get a chance no matter what. I could
Yeah.
see kicking it first.
I'm kicking it because then I got 4 down.
True, I guess you're right.
Listen, if you
But
go down there and score a touchdown, you took the ball, you go down there and score a touchdown, I'm gonna go down there no matter what, and I'm scoring a fucking touchdown. And I'm going for the 2-point conversion. Damn the field goal. Or the extra point. What
the
the hell?
extra
You got me
point.
talking stupid. Yeah. But
But
if you got the ball first, you're gonna go down this tra la la and kick a field goal. Or you could go 3 and out. Then it's mine.
true. But what I feel like there's less pressure. So if I get the
Okay.
ball first and it's still 0-0 or whatever, it's tie game or whatever, I don't even know. Like it's not like I'm like shit. I have to get this first down because if I don't,
No,
game's over.
true.
I feel like I play more my
You think
normal
you're more
game.
free?
Yeah,
So just to clarify, if you take the ball and let's say you don't score or you're 3rd down, are you going for it or are you punting?
personally, me, no, I have to put up some points.
So if
So I would
you
probably go
if
for it.
so no, but here okay, let
I
me ask it
wouldn't
different.
punt.
If you wouldn't punt, but if you so you have to so even if you had a turn, let's just
Yeah,
say you punt. If I score, no matter what how I score, I win, right?
it's over. Yeah,
That's why I'm kicking
I got you.
because I know what I need. I'm you may some people. I'm not saying you personally, but you may be in a position where you're like, oh, I can just score 3 points. My defense will hold them.
Right.
But that
And
no,
then your defense don't hold them.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Because
right.
that's what Kyle did.
That's what happened.
Exactly. That's what Kyle smart
Yep,
ass did.
yep.
And then
Because
everybody else there, we didn't know the rules.
yeah, I know, which is bad too. You could also just be quiet. Like you don't have to say, "Oh, we
Exactly.
didn't know," blah blah, whatever. Yeah, yeah, I get you. God, I don't know. What does it change? So let's say you're in the 49ers shoes. If let's say Mahomes didn't make the Super Bowl. Let's say I don't know. Let's say Josh Allen beat the Chiefs and made it to the Super Bowl.
Hmm.
Does that change your mind or like
No,
does the quarterback who you're going against and you have this top rated defense,
no.
you still taking it, you still kicking
Yes.
it regardless.
Analytics. Would you tell me earlier in that basketball grab? The analytics say for me to kick the ball, so that's what I'm gonna do. And they
True.
really do say that. Just so you know.
They do. I know.
but
I've seen them. Yeah, for sure.
but the analytics, no, I'm kicking it. There's no way. It don't even make sense
Yeah,
for me not to.
that's
Just
yeah,
literally self screwing. You're screwing yourself. No,
yeah. Never trust. I guess the bottom line is don't trust your defense, no matter how good they are.
no, I wouldn't
Yeah.
unless it's
So
2000 Ravens or the 15
true.
Broncos.
Well, that's all we got time for today, y'all. uh, I'm Mike Bouch signing off.
I'm Brian Simmons. Have a good one, y'all.
Later, y'all. Peace.